Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates, and thank you for watching our video today about coronavirus and hearing loss. Now, there have been various studies which have suggested a link between coronavirus and hearing issues since the pandemic began. Now, this hit the news over the last few days with a new study being published that's carried out a review of the possible link between the SARS-CoV-2 virus and hearing and balance issues. So I wanted to do a video on this just to explain the research that's just come out. Now, we know that certain viruses such as measles, mumps and meningitis can cause hearing loss. So why do we think there's a link between coronavirus and hearing? Well, in clinic here at Audiology Associates, we have certainly seen an increase in people reporting tinnitus, hearing and balance issues following coronavirus, especially over the last 12 months. Now, this has also been the case in other clinics too, which prompted researchers at the University of Manchester and Manchester Biomedical Research Centre to carry out a review of studies that reported a possible link between coronavirus and hearing. Now, this review looked at 56 different studies that identified a possible link between coronavirus and hearing and balance problems and has been published in the International Journal of Audiology. Now, out of those 56 studies, the researchers collated the data from 24 of them, and just to estimate how often people experienced hearing or balance issues following coronavirus infection. The team reported the percentage of people experiencing issues following coronavirus as follows. So 7.6% of people reported a change or deterioration in their hearing. 14.8% of people experienced a change or started getting tinnitus, and 7.2% of people experienced some balance issues. Now, Professor Monroe's leading the team of researchers did explain that the data provided in the studies was primarily from questionnaires and medical records to identify COVID symptoms. Unfortunately, the studies didn't carry out hearing tests, so the hearing or balance issues were self-reported rather than being diagnosed using a clinical hearing test. The studies were also carried out on patients hospitalized with coronavirus and not people who contracted it and didn't get hospitalized. So although Professor Monroe did say the quality of the studies they reviewed did vary, they felt the quality of the studies overall was fair. So what does this mean? Well, the study certainly does provide more evidence of an association between coronavirus and auditory problems, which needs further investigation. And there are some things to take away from this. So at present, we can say it's looking increasingly likely there's an association between coronavirus and auditory issues, but we still don't know if this is due to a direct effect of the virus on the auditory systems, or could this be other factors, such as the type of medication was used or the types of treatment used when the patient was hospitalized. It's also unclear at this point about the severity of the changes and whether these changes are short or long term. So it certainly seems there's more research to be done on the link between coronavirus and hearing loss, and Professor Monroe is leading a year-long study looking at patients who were hospitalized with coronavirus and if there are any effects on the auditory system of those patients. So what should I do if I'm noticing a change in hearing, tinnitus or balance issues following COVID? Well, my advice is always, if there's been any change in your hearing, tinnitus or balance, to speak to your GP with regards to getting a referral to audiology, or come and see an audiologist like ourselves for a hearing test to be carried out. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and as always, take care of your ears, take care of yourselves and take care of one another. So until next time, we'll see you soon.